everybody. It's vlog time for Vlogmas 21. Yeah, we have finished the day out without any major incidents. As you know, today was supposed to be the end of the world. Sorry for those of you who kind of didn't have. We're hoping to hoping for it to happen. There are a lot of people who were preparing for this, and well, once again, they're kind of gonna have to pack the bags up and go back home again to their whatever their lives were beforehand. So no end of the world for everybody. So sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, that gives me an opportunity to sort of give you a little bit of an explanation of what's going on. Is basically a lot of these ancient cultures, when they built their societies, the cities, and the various different structures, the pyramids, and so on and so forth. What they ended up doing in order to do this is they used the stars as their compass to determine where they are, when they are, and so on and so forth. In other words, you can determine north, south, east, and west by knowing where your stars are. Matter of fact, you can't do this with a compass because the compass works towards the magnetic North Pole, and the magnetic North Pole does not always stay where it's supposed to stay in the north. It kind of wobbles around a little bit. And anyone who knows the sort of the physics example of an uncooked egg spinning on its axis and a cooked egg that spins, you notice that they'll spin differently depending on whether the inside of the egg is cooked or not. So a fluid on the inside of the egg will produce one type of spin, and solid on the inside of the egg produces a different type of spin. And that's because when you spin something, each thing obtains we call a angular momentum. That's the momentum of spin. And because fluids spin at a different rate than solids do, it produces a little bit of a wobble or it's not exactly lined up with the pole. In other words, it has a difference between the two, between the solid and the liquid. And this is certainly true for the core of the Earth, which is the liquid molten magma, and this produces a wobble in the magnetic North Pole. So you can't use your compass to give you exactly where we call true north is. True north is where the North Pole is. You can only get the North Pole, the true North Pole, by pointing towards a star. In the last case, our North Star has been Polaris, and I say has been Polaris because the Earth moves on its axis. The axis of the Earth actually moves from star to star. About 12,000 BC, the North Star, if you were looking up the night sky, it would have been Vega, and that's Vega is the other star. And you'll see there's a whole circle of stars that as the Earth spins on its axis like this, and it does so basically from point to point, basically does 180 degrees in 12,000 years. You can get an idea of, if you go one point here is 12,000 BC, and then over here is 0 AD, or when you have Polaris being, you can sort of do the math and sort of figure out how fast the Earth's axis rotates between or processes between these different Vega and the Polaris star, and the path that it makes. And this changes how the night sky actually looks, and it actually has effects on our weather as well, because it depends. The Earth's tilt affects how we have our weather. The Earth's tilt is why we have winter in the northern hemisphere the way we normally have winter during Christmas, and but if you're in Australia, you're having summer right now. And the reason why you have summer in the southern hemisphere when we're having winter in the northern hemisphere is because of that tilt in the Earth. And as that tilt changes, and not that it changes in terms of the tilt changes, it changes direction. So it stays always tilted at the 23 degree point. It always stays there. But that 23 degree point tilt rotates like this, so it does have a bit of a change in terms of where it faces. and that kind of makes a difference in how the calendar looks, and that sort of causes the Mayan calendar to sort of not work anymore. It sort of ends, and this was sort of the end date for the Mayan calendar. The precession and the stellar alignments have sort of gone out of whack in terms of out of alignment with the Mayan calendar, because of the precession, because of what's going on, and the result of this means the Mayan calendar. But you have people who have religious attachments to the calendar, who have superstitions to the calendar, and this is where the end of the world understanding came from. It was not an astronomical thing. It was more of a religious thing than anything else. Anyways, that's about it for today. I'll give you a little bit of a story behind what's going on, and yeah. So that's about it. I'm going to see you again on Vlogmas 22nd. Yeah, Vlogmas 22nd is in a few hours, and we'll come up with that and see what we got during the day here. All right, we'll see what we have for you during the day. my speech ability is kind of off. All right, take it easy.